Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. This is Jahid. Today I will explain how to print all prime numbers using Java and for loop. So the first line starts with for and the integer. In for loop, you'll have three parts, right? So the first part, integer I, starts with 2, and then it is less than or equal to 100, so it goes up to 100, and the increment it increase by 1. I is plus plus, that means it starts from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, goes up to 100. Okay, for the second line we have for loop, integer j starts with 2, and j is less than or equal to I, which is if I is suppose 7, j is all the numbers less than 7 or up to 7. So j also increase by 1, so it starts from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it goes up, if I is 7, that's the one up to. But if it's I is 10, it goes up to 10 by increasing one number at a time. Then on the third line we have if j equal to I. So when you have two equal sign, that means this j is equal to I, right? If this is the formula, or this, if it's satisfied, if it's true, j equal to I, we print I. Seesaw is system.println I. So this formula, the third bracket here, closes from here to here, right? So I put 3, 3. So on the next line we see if I, this is a percentage sign, but it's actually trying to say remainder. So I remainder j equal to 0, then we break it. So what it's trying to say, this is the hardest part to understand. So what we're trying to do over here is using these for loops, these two for loops, and we're trying to find if the remainder is 0. So when we start from the number, for the number 2, we go, so we don't use number 1 because we start from 2. So I is starting 2, and j is less than or equal to 2, but then we cannot go less than 2 because we're starting from 2. So then j is also 2. Sorry, j is 2, right? And if I is 3, then j is less than or equal to 3, right? So it's 2 and 3. Okay, if I is 4, then j is 2, 3, and 4. If I is 5, j is 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So this is how it is, right? So what are we trying to say by this code is that we're trying to, this code is trying to say that we're going to try to divide I by j, and then we're going to try to find what's the remainder. So divide I by j, 2, let's try to divide. So 2, you're trying to divide by 2, so it goes into 1, and then there's remainder 0. So whenever j is equal to I, we print I. So for the case of 2, the prime number 2, That's a prime number, so we're printing I. Okay, and then for number 3, we divide 3 by 2, right? So then what happens? We divide, 2 goes over here, 1, there is 2, and 1. That's the remainder. So this is not equal to, whenever it's equal to 0, we're gonna break it. So then next one, for 3, we go divide again. 3 goes into 3 once, and remainder is 0. Whenever we do the same thing, like this number and this number is same, that's what it says. If I equal to j, we print I. But if these two numbers is not the same and we're getting a remainder 0, we're not going to print it. That's what it says. So for the number 4, that's not a prime number, right? So prime number 3 is a prime number. So 4 is not a prime number. Why? This is the part that we need to understand first, right? So 4, for the case of 4, we have all these numbers, right? 2, 3, 4. So we start with 2. We try to divide this number by 2. We go into 2. Remainder is 0. So this is 2 different numbers. So for this loop, it's not even going to go up to 4, because we're getting a remainder 0 at the first try by dividing by 2, dividing 4 by 2, and we're already getting a remainder 0. So we are breaking. So this is not, 4 is not a prime number, right? So it won't, once it gets 0, it will break. See, and then next it wouldn't even go to the next number. It wouldn't even divide 4 by 3, because it already got a remainder 0, so it broke. So for number 5, there are 3 things, right? So we start with 2, then we start with 2, goes to 4, remainder 1. So remainder 1 goes to the next one. Next one is 5, divide by 3. So it can't go anymore. Remainder is 2, goes to the next one. 5, divide by 4. Remainder is 1, goes to the next one. Remainder is 0. So see, because it didn't get any 0 before, like it tried all these 3 numbers. So for number 6, it will go through all this number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it gets 0 before that number, before dividing that number by itself, if it gets 0, it already breaks. But whenever it gets 0 and both numbers are same, just like this, if j equal to I, then it will print out I. I hope that answers the question. Thank you very much.